If you watching this think Mark Zuckerberg, the owner of Facebook, is talking to you, you need to get your face in some books and get your intelligence raised. Ironic because that does not make any sense.
Not even for me, but for my son. He
Right.
wanted me to be his mistress or his
Okay.
wife. He's got a great body. I have to give him that for the first time in his
He does. So Mark, follow your boy.
life. He
What?
personal information of mine and my son's.
Oh, not the
My
son.
mission is to get my son back. He won't talk to me. He won't see me. My son's eyes. I chose Mark over my son.
Speak to a woman named Carrie who thinks she's in an online relationship with one of the richest men in the world.
So let's preface this straight away, right? Kerry seems different than the other people I've seen on this show, and I think she is going to need a lot more help than just the social catfish people helping her get her money back.
Hello, my name is Carrie.
Hello.
My husband was very complex, very entertaining. We met when I was 15 and he was 23. He unfortunately passed away November 28th of 21.
Oh.
I've been trying to find myself and who I am because I've never really known who I, Carrie, have been, it's supposed to be.
Carrie's husband's passing left her in a tight spot financially. She was lonely and left to raise her son alone. One night while she was scrolling through Facebook is when it all began.
First of all, that I think sums up the whole video and why she's been scammed. She got, well, maybe not married at 15, but she was with someone at 15. Her whole life, she's been with someone who essentially has looked after her, right? Regardless of my thinking that a 23-year-old shouldn't be with a 15-year-old. But she's been with someone. She doesn't have anyone now other than her son. Very vulnerable, as we can obviously see. So I think it's pretty easy to see how she got scammed.
$1 million, and I'm like, yeah.
If
this
only.
ain't real. Facebook doesn't do online giveaways.
Oh, yeah, look, fair play.
See, my knowledge of what Mark net worth is somewhere around 7.
She's on the right thinking though. Straight away. What's his net worth?
Has a joint business with Priscilla.
Wow, she did her research, didn't she? The potential to get inside Mr. Zuckerberg's book, we'll say. She did her research.
He's got a great body. I have to give him that. He's got a great
Money
body.
and a good body.
Him and I would talk for a little while.
Except I don't have money and my body is not good. You can call me Mark though.
Then he asked me how I would use this money. And I told him I would get a trust fund for my son.
$1 million ain't fitting in there. What?
I would buy a small little house, maybe go on a vacation and donate some to a cancer foundation.
Very good
I was trying to do
use.
this, not even for me, but for my son.
Mm-hmm.
To have him have some kind of financial security.
Right.
I didn't tell
So far, I don't hate this woman like the other people. The guy, whoever, Steve. I don't hate her.
Began to send money to Mark so she could claim her $1 million
Here
in
we
the
go.
2023 Camaro he said she had won through a Facebook raffle.
the money and the car were in this kind of container, but in order to get it released, there had to be
The classic.
payment to release
The
that.
classic.
What
In
did-
order to open the box, the bank account, we need money. The classic.
provided
Oh.
personal information of mine and my son.
No. This is where the lines of my morality get blurred, because I don't agree that English? I don't think she is stupid like the other ones. And you just, I don't know technology that well, so granted, okay, she doesn't know technology that well, she doesn't know people like this exist, but the lines get blurred when she gives her son's details, because surely some kind of bells are ringing.
Carrie sent the front and back of both her ID and her son's ID. Mark claimed he needed this so he could process the money to her account. She would also share her bank account information along with $500 for the winner's fee. She is still waiting to hear back from Virginia on when she will receive all of her prizes.
Yeah, he's gone.
While she waited, Mark would open up about his relationship with his wife.
Because Mark Zuckerberg will tell you all about the ins and outs of his relationship, and I hope he doesn't go into the details of the ins and outs.
He was spending time with the baby. We would ask each other how I
He's lonely, like the other people. She is lonely.
Things got a little more complex.
She loves complex, doesn't she? I love you.
When he told me that he was in love with me. He wanted me to be his mistress or his second wife. He thought he was in love with Priscilla, but he had said to me that he wants to be with me for the first time in his life.
Oh, come on. Come on.
He's talked about eventually opening a Facebook company here on the East Coast, which myself and him, we will work side by side together.
What? Where's your experience in doing any of this that he would take you? Come on, Carrie. Come on. This is where, I don't know why I keep looking over here. There's a bird just sat there. The bird probably... What? This is where my brain is confused. Because on one hand, being a comedian, I want to make jokes, but my other side of the brain understands when I should not be making any jokes. So I'm a bit torn, because I want to call her stupid, but is she really? It's the duality of man. But just so you know, we keep it real on this channel. So by me explaining that, it gives you like an insight to how I think. Did you need it? Shut up and watch the video.
Stop it. Get some help.
He feels that my son is not just mine, but ours.
And
he's
goodness.
towards being a stepdad.
Wow, I will treat your son like one of my own. So we, in the space of a few weeks, have gone from, hey, you've won $1 million, send me 500, to I will treat your son like one of my own. He can access my billions. Great. Mark, I need you to call me now.
And giving him a job at Facebook.
Mark, if you do have any openings at Facebook, call me, bro. Even if the job is me going inside your opening.
Yeah, boy.
In love with
Snookums. I told Priscilla everything, Snookums. Just for saying Snookums, Kerry should have ran. Oh, great.
On his account.
Wow.
Until this divorce is finalized.
Is that possible? I don't know.
I even looked into, the laws in California, and the law states that a spouse can freeze the other person's account until a divorce is finalized.
I'll tell you something. She's very good at digging deep and finding information. So not only do I hope that she got help outside of the whole catfish team, with her loneliness perhaps and the mental health side of things. I do hope they gave her a job, because I feel like she is very research based. She could fit in market research or something. I'm finding it very hard right now. When a billionaire tells you that they can't eat, granted the bank accounts are frozen, you can't crack into them bad boys. It's solid ice. Sure, that makes perfect sense. He doesn't have cash just lying around, which he may not. So maybe I'm wrong. Forgive me.
He needed to do an upgrade of software on his device, because since he doesn't have access to the money, as Priscilla had closed the account.
Oh my goodness. Can we just... Look, I get, Mark, you love Carrie, but doesn't Carrie think that there's someone else who is closer, but then who is closer than the love of your life, right? Isn't there anyone else he can go get the money from to update software? Sorry?
And as in
The lawyer we paid disappeared. Oh my god, Priscilla sent a hitman.
the real reason why I think that I am talking to the real Mark, I have seen private credentials of him, such as Meta keycard, his driver's license. He is planning on coming here.
She doesn't realize they've been
October 2nd
photoshopped,
or
I guess.
3rd.
Mark never showed up on the 3rd.
Oh my.
This is when
No
Carrie
way.
knew something wasn't right. She waited all day for him, but he told her that his divorce was still ongoing and he needed more money for his lawyer. All she wants is for all of this to be real so she can claim the prize Mark originally promised her.
No, because now you owe her 1,024,000, Mark.
My son's eyes, I chose Mark over my son.
Kind of.
Which is not whack. If you're watching this, I hope you have gotten the text messages that I have sent you. No matter how much I may have lost, the biggest thing I've lost
The
was
son.
you.
Yeah. Oh,
Please forgive Mom.
damn.
Going through these chats, we can at least pull some of the information.
Husband, wait, what? Did you get the pictures? Yes. Okay, good. Are you seeing Thomas today? Yes. I'm actually going to be getting a bed tonight in the dorm, so I won't be in the cafeteria anymore. What is going on here? Is this Mark, who's been labeled as husband and wants a TJ Maxx password? Hey, them deals are incredible. Mark knows.
And then from here we can try to...
This is not an advert for TJ Maxx or TK Maxx here in the UK. But guys, listen, anyone in the marketing team, if you do want some sponsorships, sponsor me.
Carrie, he's hitting you with one-liners. He's hitting you with 3 words every single time. I don't see any depth to this
What is
conversation.
she talking? Okay, choose how many potatoes you want. Or what? Why are they talking about potatoes? Mark doesn't know how to cook potatoes?
It's literally, I'm reading, writing, done.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold on a second. Mark just said, no ma'am. What happened to baby? Babe, love, no ma'am. Mark slipped up there. You slipped up.
We found everything, and we have a lot of information to share with you. So
One of
thing
his
that's
eyes
extremely concerning
blue
is that
and one of
this
them
guy has
brown.
access to all your accounts, right?
That's crazy, by the way.
So he's logging into your bank account, he's logging into your Facebook, your email, everything.
Yeah.
Why would you give him access to all this stuff, just out of curiosity?
Maybe I'm too trusting. Maybe I'm naive.
Yeah.
But when I love somebody, I trust.
And as of right now,
All of
you
those
truly
things are
believe you're talking
correct.
to the real Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah, I do. Because there's certain things that we have shared.
Oh, come on, Carrie. Come on. You're good at the research part of things, right? So when he sent you this... Oh, actually, to be fair, you can't just say, oh, but I've seen this elsewhere, because then, yes, oh,
You know,
cool guy.
in the moment video that were not out on social media
Fair.
until
Well, that takes away what I was going to say and do your research, so fair. How did this
That brings
person
us
get these
to
videos?
The first bit of information that we looked up. So the photo that you received of him with the bruises on his face, can you tell me what he said when he sent that
It's got to
to
be
you?
some AI
He
thing.
first said, "Don't worry about it. He's okay. You know, LOL."
Why, and that's it. There's no other context.
And then he told me that it was makeup, so I wouldn't worry.
So Mark Zuckerberg, he's a fitness guy. He works out with a lot of famous UFC fighters, like
Yes.
Adesanya, you name it, like the biggest guys in the UFC
Right.
world. One of the things that concerned you was that you received that photo of him a day before it was released on his Instagram. We were able to do a reverse image search and find that that was actually posted on his Twitter a day prior to when he sent it to you. Using an Instagram to reference
Right.
why you're talking to Mark Zuckerberg isn't probably a clear reason of why this person could be true, right?
She didn't do her research properly. She found the Instagram, but not the Twitter.
There was also, you know, a picture of the youngest kid in Priscilla in the hospital before that went public.
Why would he only send you pictures that are posted on social media and they're posted a day or 2 days before he sends them to you? Do you see where we're getting at here?
Yeah.
Why exactly does Mark Zuckerberg, a guy that's literally one of the richest guys in the world, why exactly does he need money from you specifically?
He told me he decided to leave Priscilla. When he told Priscilla that he had found somebody else
Right.
and that he was in love with somebody else, he didn't take it well. California law states, and I've looked this up, a spouse can freeze asset.
Which is weird. Or is that just me? That if you're going through a divorce, your partner can just stop your bank accounts. I find that a bit weird.
So they can freeze assets to keep you from selling your house and transferring funds from one bank account to another, but they can't keep you from making money and surviving.
Oh.
That would just never happen in a court of law. I'm just letting you know.
I mean, I know a little bit of Massachusetts law. I'm not familiar with our law.
He told you that
Go
you
become
were the
a
only
lawyer,
one that could
Carrie.
help him.
We followed the Bitcoin wallets, right? And there was money going into those
Always
crypto
Bitcoin.
wallets. But there was also, just the other day, there was $20,000, right? There were $20,000 in other transactions going through those wallets. So this person's telling you they need $400, which is going to change their life somehow, one of the richest people in the world. And then the money that we found going into those crypto wallets that you are sending, somebody else, collectively, other people have sent $20,000 to the same person that owns these
They
crypto
are making bread.
So he was getting, $400 from you, and then he was getting another $20,000 from somebody else days ago. One of the big things we found, there was a handwritten letter to you from this person that you were talking to.
Yeah,
Mark Zuck.
Yeah, so there are a few weird things from that. So we were able to find Mark Zuckerberg's real handwriting and match them side by side. They're not even close, Carrie. Like, not even close.
Research
The
game
R's,
failed.
the A's, the N.
Why would Mark Zuckerberg just write Mark Zuck?
I lost my son. I lost my friend of almost 30 years.
This is definitely one of the more heartbreaking stories. Because she gave money, but
I feel betrayed. I feel used.
well,
I feel stupid, pathetic.
but she
You're not
understands
stupid.
what
You know
she's
you had a
done.
good incentive on why you were talking to Mark, right? It was to help your son. But you just need to be educated on why
The
it's so
online world.
dangerous to send your
Yeah.
personal information and your son's personal information to somebody that you've never met.
Harry, we know where this person is. As you gave us access to your Facebook account, we were able to go in and look at logins. And we had asked you 2 questions. We said, hey, what phone are you using? Because we saw another phone in there. So there was an iPhone XS in there, which we looked it up. It's a little bit older phone. And so what we were able to do is find an IP address in Facebook. Drew dropped it in, and we were able to find out
Damn.
the IP address was in Nigeria. Just to be certain, we looked up Mark Zuckerberg's phone. You got one of the richest people in the world.
Bro, man's gonna have an iPhone 16 or some shit.
Using a 3 or 4 year old iPhone. and B, we have pictures of him even using an Android phone.
We've pulled a bunch of photos.
He
of
uses
Mark.
Android.
So the first one was,
Why am I
from
saying, oh,
about
damn?
a month ago. This photo, this is when he announced his newborn maybe 4 or 5 months ago. And then the last one is 2 weeks ago. It's him and his wife. They're talking about their new AI system and how it's going to help healthcare. They're together.
But what do you say at this point? Like,
If you guys were to reach out to Mark, if this was not him, ideally,
what?
I would like to meet him.
Why do they do this? The last woman wanted to meet Johnny Depp because for some reason he owes you something now. The actual Johnny Depp. Like, Mark doesn't owe you anything, Kerry. I don't understand what you want
And
from
I'm
him.
not asking him to lie.
Huh?
But if my son could see Mark and I together,
That's not gonna happen,
I heard-
Carrie, come on. Like, that's not gonna, like, I just...
not even in a romantic.
It doesn't matter.
No.
Like, this person's ripped you apart. Like, the wrong thing to do is, like, go to your son and act like there's this real story going on. The right thing to do is to come clean and be like, look, you're my son. I love you.
One of his eyes is blue. One of his...
And I want to make
I'm sorry,
things right
did man just swear? Can we just rewind?
The wrong thing to do is, like, go to your son and act like there's this real story going on. The right thing to do is to come clean and be like, look, you're my son. I love you. I up. And
That's the first time. I haven't watched many of these, but that's the first time that they've got a bit more firm and swore. Goodness. Oh, wow. I'll commend them on that because the past ones I've watched, they've been a bit too soft on the person. Understandably, they're the victim, but you can't baby them and say, no, it's okay. Fair play.
It starts with you. It starts with you. It's your decision.
Again,
You
I'll
have
say
to,
it.
in
I
your
do
heart,
hope they
know
got
this
her
is fake.
a caretaker,
You
perhaps.
can go off and you can go back.
Someone
and you can
to,
live this fantasy with this fake
you know, a
heart,
carer,
or
basically.
you can quit it all today. You can block him, and you can repair your life. The decision is yours.
I don't even know how or where to begin.
The two haven't spoken since she came in contact with the fake Mark Zuckerberg. We're gonna try to get this video over to your son. What would you like to tell him?
Hey, kiddo.
Damn. Not again.
You know, I don't say this easily. I never have. Please let me try and make this right with you.
She's
And I'm
handled
willing
it
to try.
a lot
Yeah.
better than the others
And
I've
I'm not
watched.
gonna talk to him no more. On Grandpa and on Dad. I'm done. You, like I said, you and your aunt, you're all right.
Damn.
I love you so much, baby boy.
We assisted in updating the login details for some of Kerry's accounts. She made a commitment to refrain from sending or receiving money she never met. We are pleased to learn that she has taken blocking Mark and concentrating on pursuing her CDL. I don't know what CDL is. The son didn't respond. But I can understand the son's frustration. That was a lot more heart-wrenching than I thought it was going to be. It's 8 a.m. in the morning and not a great start to the morning, is it? I do want to say, again, I'm repeating it many times, I do hope she got a caretaker. I don't know what CDL is, if it's some kind of education or work program. I'm glad she's doing it. Kerry, I wish you health. I wish you happiness. I do hope your son has reached out to you eventually. And I will see you guys on the next one. Peace. If you do want to watch someone think they're talking to Johnny Depp, as I mentioned in the video, go there. Because Pirates of the Caribbean or something.